For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. Also, I've got a new merchandise store, hats, hoodies and new tee designs, all available right now on the link in the description. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 7 of the Everton career mode here on FIFA 17. In the last episode, we upped it to Legendary. Going to be rejecting the international offer from the Czech Republic. Not really interested in taking an international job, not in this first season at least. I might contemplate taking one towards the end of the second season and be involved in the World Cup in Russia. But for now, we're going to concentrate on domestic football with Everton. Like I say, we stepped up to Legendary in the last episode. If you missed it, check that video before you watch this one because I'm about to spoil the results. Give you a moment. If you haven't left by now, then it's your own fault. We played Middlesbrough in the last episode and Manchester United. Middlesbrough on world class, got a 1-0 win. Manchester United on Legendary, got a 1-0 win. So we'll stay on Legendary for now. We'll play Bournemouth and Crystal Palace in today's episode. And hopefully, before the not too distant future, I'll be able to get my hands on the full game and we can jump up to 3 games per episode. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't to this point to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. You'll be seeing this Tuesday, so think there's a My Player episode that went up last night, which means there'll be The Journey tonight at 6:30. So make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already to ensure that you don't miss it. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days as well, whether it be this series, The My Player or The Journey. Of course, content going up very regularly right now, but we're going to jump into this game against Bournemouth. We had a game against the Man United game wasn't that too long ago, and as you can see, there is a little bit of fatigue in the squad in a certain few areas, so I'm going to have to play a slightly weaker side here. There's a player I'm looking for. There he is, Brian Oviedo. We're going to have to play a slightly weaker side here against Bournemouth, but we should be able to come through it unscathed. At least that's what I'm hoping. Browning can play at centre-back, so we will put him in there in place of Ashley Williams, but we'll swap Jags to the left and Browning can play on the right. Sergio Rico in goal, of course, as always. Let's put Enner Valencia on the bench because he's fitter, and we will also put McAlhaney on the bench for... actually, no, let's just leave it as is. All right, let's go into this game against Bournemouth then and see if we can pick up 3 points. Here's Bournemouth's starting lineup. Tom Heaton in goal. Jack Wilshere starts. They're playing 4-1-4-1, but it's a very defensive midfield. It's basically going to be 5 in midfield when they go defensive, and might push into a 4-3-3 with the wingers pushing forward when they attack. So it's going to be difficult. My shirt is very white there. That was strange. It was like my shirt actually had its own light source. Anyway, pushing forward into the game. Let's see if we can get a win. Axel Witsel. I'm just going to dink this out wide to Kevin Morales, who's in a lot of space here, actually. I left him quite unmarked. Can I get this to James McCarthy in front of him in a position to shoot? No, but James Ward-Prowse makes a good turn. Forced myself a long way wide there, and that was a very poor and disappointing shot in the end from the youngster. Never mind. I tried to just... Oh, wow, that was really, really bad. On to the next one. Callum Wilson gets the turning, goes out wide. Mason Holgate misses the challenge. Max Gradle looks to switch the play, but Brian Oviedo will win the header. James Ward-Prowse gets caught there. That's a foul. Thank you. Oh, he's actually going to book him. All right. That's a bit harsh, Rev. I don't quite think that was worth the booking. Lewis Cook's going to have to be careful now. That's very early on in the game to be getting a yellow card. I mean, he just got his leg caught on Ward-Prowse. There wasn't really anything more than that. That's harsh. Maybe we could try and play on that and see if we can get Lewis Cook sent off. Might be a little bit unsporting, but we'll take any advantage we can on Legendary. Iñaki Williams steals it off the man in the middle. We'll look to play it across here to Morales, who can maybe send Axel Witsel around the outside. And Witsel will tidily give us a 1-0 lead. Very nicely done. Just open up the face of the body and slide it into that far corner. Nicely done. A mistake in the midfield from Bournemouth. I think it was Jack Wilshere that actually gave the ball away. Morales' first touch just let the ball run across him slightly, so he had the space to play in Witsel as the defender tucked in to try and take the ball off the Belgian. Well, I was going to say off the Belgian. They're both Belgian. Off the winger, so he could play it into the central midfielder. Axel Witsel gives us a 1-0 lead here. Cradle. Oh, God, he's just too fast, and he's cut inside nicely there. What a cross. If this isn't 1-1. Andrew Sermon. Take a long, hard look at yourself, my man. That is one of the worst misses he will ever have in his entire career. Wow. That's a really embarrassing miss. Sorry, Andrew Sermon, but you should have scored there. To Axel Witsel, poke it around the corner. James Ward-Prowse. Lukaku's making the run. We'll slot him in. I might have to look back to James Ward-Prowse. Oh, it's a nice ball through to him. And the finish. Can't get it out of his feet quick enough to take it past Tom Heaton, unfortunately. Really good opportunity to make it 2-0. And there goes the half-time whistle. So it will just be the 1-goal lead at the break. Jordan Ives coming on for Junior Stanislas at half-time. Just as quick. Slightly better player, though, you would have said. So we'll have to wait and see if he can actually instigate some Bournemouth activity in the final third for them, because they've not been very good so far in this game. Not threatened me much at all. Max Gradle into Sermon, quickly down the line to Callum Wilson, out to Max Gradle again. Can he use the pace? Jags goes for the slide tackle. It's not a foul, ref. He's going to book him for that as well, isn't he? You can just tell. Yep, there it is. There's the yellow card. That was a great tackle from Phil Jagielka. Didn't deserve a booking at all. Never mind, we'll try and get the free kick away. Gradle will put it into the box. It's a dangerous one. Tyus Browning heads clear. Who's going to win this header? Lewis Cook is the answer. Here's Jordan Ibe. Came on at half-time as we saw. Kind of caught him there, but the referee gave nothing, so it will come away on the counter-attack here. Lukaku, you just go stand there, you make me a run. Thank you for finally actually moving those legs. Try and wrong foot the defender. That didn't really go as well as I'd hoped, so we'll get it back out to Morales. Cut back inside, look for the cross. There's James Ward-Prowse. Great header from the youngster. 2-0. He may have fluffed his lines right at the very beginning of the game, but there was no mistake there. Brilliant cross in from Kevin Morales, and an exquisite header, to be fair. Back across goal into that top corner. Keeper no chance. 2-0 Everton. Looking for Lewis Cook. Around the outside. Is Tyrone... Oh, nice ball by Tyrone Mings into Max Gradle, and a great turn from Gradle as well. And he's still going here, Max Gradle. Tyus Brownie gets back, mix up with Iñaki Williams, but we do come away with it. Whoop. James Ward-Prowse gets caught on it, though. Lewis Cook into Andrew Sermon, and he, wow, buries it. That was much better. He can't score from 3 yards with an open goal, but he can smash it in off the post from the edge of the box, apparently. They've pulled one back here, Bournemouth. That's the first goal we've conceded in competitive competition all season long so far. Is that the sign that Bournemouth are going to come back into this game? I hope not, but we'll have to wait and see. Here's Ibe. Sending Idrissa Gana Gueye one way, then the other. He's done well here, Jordan Ibe. That's a dangerous cross, but Browning will clear it, but only as far as Lewis Cook. Sets up their goal scorer Sermon. Into Nathan Ake, great turn. Into Callum Wilson, and a good save by Sergio Rico. Bournemouth are much stronger in this second half. This has been a real test to try and keep them out. Corner to come in from Max Gradle. It's a deep one. Lukaku should get that away. He's only headed it back towards a danger zone, and Callum Wilson gets to turn in not once but twice, trying to hold him off here and not let him turn, but he has turned, but Jagielka will get it away. I'm holding on for dear life to this 2-1 lead right now, but Bournemouth are determined to try and get that equaliser. Lukaku here trying to get away from Simon Francis and has done. James Ward-Prowse is drifting towards the back post. We'll look for him. A second-headed goal perhaps, but no. Tyrone Mings heads behind after a corner at that end. It's now a corner at this end. See what we can do here. Kevin Morales to take it. Oh, it's looped. And Iñaki Williams heads on target, but pretty simple there for Tom Heaton. We stay at 2-1 with 10 minutes to go. There goes the final whistle. Despite Bournemouth's best efforts in that second half, we are still able to come away with the win. 2-1 away from home down on the south coast. Pleased with that. After having to play a slightly rotated side or some rotation players in there, we didn't actually have that much possession. They had 57% there. Liverpool get a 4-1 win over Hull, so they're going to stay up towards the upper reaches of the Premier League with us. Chelsea, they got a 5-1 win over Hull in real life this weekend, isn't it? This is this weekend's fixtures. This weekend just gone's fixtures. So hopefully Chelsea can come away with a win against Arsenal there. Let's actually compare those fixtures to the ones that happened in real life, shall we? Just out of curiosity. Let's have a look. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0. Great. Bournemouth 2, West Brom 0. Burnley... Oh, no, that's the wrong ones. There we go. Swansea 0, Man City 1. Sunderland 1, Palace 1. Stoke 1, West Brom 0. Spurs 2, Middlesbrough 1 is spot on. Man United 2, Leicester 2. Couldn't be further from the truth. Liverpool 4, Hull City 1, so very close there. Bournemouth actually won 1-0 against Everton in real life this past gone weekend. And Arsenal win 2-0 against Chelsea. So some of the results were pretty damn close and spot on with that Tottenham one. But we're going to head now, thanks to a full week's break in between those two games, into the game against Palace, where I can start a full-strength starting lineup, and hopefully we can come away with another win. We are 6 for 6 so far in the Premier League, I believe. Or is it 7 for 7? It's 6 for 6. Top of the table on 18 points. Liverpool on 13, Arsenal on 13, Chelsea on 11. We'll try and keep this run going as long as we possibly can. It will come to a close at some point, but hopefully that point won't be this game against Palace. My 5-star youth scout has come back with 3 very intriguing players. Bradley Robinson here has potential of 77 to 94. Brandon Shaw 69 to 93, and Alfie Hill 75 to 94. Going to keep scouting these 3, and they may end up getting signed after a couple more months worth of scouting, because if they're obviously towards the upper reaches of those parameters, definitely going to want to be bringing those in. Palace are starting Christian Benteke up top. Omer Toprak, a player they signed in this save, starts at centre-back as well. Mandanda in goal, Zaha and Bakary Sako on the wings, Yohan Cabaye in the midfield. Should be a tough test, this one. Palace are a capable side when they play to their potential. We'll just have to hope that today they don't play to their potential. Toprak over the top. Zaha underneath it, brings it down well. Cutting inside nicely. Oh God, I was expecting him to cut inside again there. He's gone for the shot. Sergio Rico with a good save. Wow, Wilfried Zaha only had one thing on his mind there, and that was scoring a goal. I was waiting for him to turn inside, and he just completely did me by pacing around the outside. It's a good cross. Oh, and it's met on the volley. Where's that going? Out for another corner. That could have gone anywhere. Sergio Rico turns it around the post. Cross to come in from Jason Punchin. Not sure why Yohan Cabaye hasn't taken them. Maybe they wanted an outswinger, and the header is on target from the man in the middle, but Sergio Rico with a comfortable save. Cabaye's loose pass is picked off by Seamus Coleman. And we'll play that around the corner nicely to Jared Deulofeu. See the man in the middle wanting the cross. Can I get there? Nope. James Tompkins heads away. Right, corner ball though for Everton Football Club. Can we get ourselves a lead here? It's a dangerous ball in. Mandanda punches. Jason Punchin helps it on its way. I'm going to just turn and keep possession here by getting this to Balassi. Give it there to Ashley Williams. We can maybe turn inside and look for Axel Witsel. That's what I'd like to do. And here is Axel Witsel. There's Ross Barkley. Give that looking for Romelu Lukaku. Get caught there though. Chance for a free kick in a good position. It's going to be Leighton Baines to take it, of course. And I can very much shoot from here. And I'm going to. But I'm not very good at free kicks on this game yet. So we will try and see what we can do in this situation. The answer is absolutely nothing. Still need a lot more practice from free kicks, I think. Back to Ross Barkley. I see Axel Witsel wanting to make moves, and we'll play him in there. Could look for Jared Deulofeu, perhaps. Maybe. Still can't decide what I want to do here. Axel Witsel's just going to have a shot. Good save by Steve Mandanda. I could pass it there, I could pass it there, I could shoot, and I just could not make up my mind. In the end, it was a good save by Mandanda from the shot from the Belgian. We'll see if we can have another opportunity. Look for Romelu Lukaku through there. Maybe play that round the corner, looking for Deulofeu, who gets blocked off. Very good defending from the centre-back. That needed to be made there. It wasn't necessarily an actual tackle, but just used his physical presence to put off the run of Deulofeu, which surely would have stopped him from getting to the ball and putting it in the back of the net. Palace been playing very well here, defended very solidly. Zaha down the right. Gets the turn in and the cross. Benteke's underneath it. He's hit the base of the post. Wow. Christian Benteke was always going to win that header. It was just a question of whether he could find the back of the net. Thankfully, he only found the upright, and it's gone out for a goal kick as well, thankfully, because the defender didn't take a touch. Whew. That was very, very close to 1-0 Palace. I'm getting slightly nervous at the back here. They are, so far this season, one of the better sides that we've faced in an attacking sense. But Jared Deulofeu could be played through here if I can time the pass right. And he is in behind here. Jared Deulofeu. Poor shot. Straight at Steve Mandanda. It is going to be 0-0 at half-time, despite a one-on-one chance for me and them hitting the post. Free kick for Palace. Joel Ward to loft it in towards the box. It's a good free kick as well. And Toprak heads that backwards. That could have snuck in the bottom corner had it been a little bit better placed. A decent attempt from a set piece. Just, he didn't quite get enough on it. I think Sergio Rico may have actually had it covered had it been on target, but still. Worth a shot for Crystal Palace. They brought on Connor Wickham for Christian Benteke, and I'll be honest, I'm glad to see the back of Christian Benteke because he has been a thorn in my side all game long, and I wouldn't be too adverse to seeing the back of Wilfried Zaha either. He and Benteke have been their two best players all game long, and that isn't the best of clearances there from Phil Jagielka, and Connor Wickham could still get the ball in the box. Thankfully, Leighton Baines is on hand, and a nice bit of footwork there from a couple of people, and we'll get the ball away. Deulofeu trying to go on the counter-attack, look for Ross Barkley, turn inside, Lukaku's arriving. Lukaku will get this to Idrissa Gate, who can poke that through, looking for Yannick Bolasie against his former team. He's not going to get there, though. Joel Ward with a great last-ditch tackle, cleared away. Been a very even game, end-to-end as well, as you've seen from the highlights. Chances at one end, followed by chances at the other. A lot of physical battles going on here. Mitchell gets that back to Baines, though. Cross comes in. Mandanda slightly wrong-footed, but he's able to get there and push it away. Trying to put pressure on Pape Soare. That's a heavy touch by Joel Ward, but the tackle only goes as far as Zaha, but Witsel brings it back down again. I'll drill it there to the edge of the box. Ross Barkley could give us a 1-0 lead, but it's blocked well. Drops straight to Omar Toprak, and Palace will maybe eventually get it away. Yes, they will. It's 0-0 with 15 minutes to go, but either side could score here and nick all 3 points. Lukaku, Barkley, out wide to Seamus Coleman, inside to Ross Barkley. Lukaku, Witsel's making the run, but there's more space out wide again for Yannick Bolasie. Cut back inside, Yannick Bolasie. Oh, I tried to just wrap my foot around it and whip it in that top corner, but it wouldn't go. Over the top of the bar flies the ball. See, the technique was nearly there. I just got too much elevation on it, unfortunately. Actually, quite a lot too much elevation on it. Never mind. 10 minutes to go. Come on with the throw. Get it quickly to Deulofeu. Try and turn his side, and actually Seamus Coleman's made a very good secondary run. Will stand it up into the box. He's going to drop to Barkley, but he can't get this. Well, he could get the shot off, but he can't get it past the defender in front of him. And now they're on the counter-attack, and Seamus Coleman was so heavily involved going forward that now he's out of position at the back. Connor Wickham's got the legs on a tiring Ashley Williams here, and he could get in across. I'm trying to close him down. Did I win the ball there? Is that a free kick? It is a free kick. Don't book him, ref. I went for the ball. All right, yellow card. Right, opportunity for Palace to get this in the box. What's going to happen? Thankfully, Benteke's off the pitch, but what's going to happen here? It comes in, looking for Connor Wickham. Oh no, they've hit the post again. They hit the post in the first half, and now Connor Wickham's hit the post in the second half. How have Palace not taken the lead in this game? Stefan Jovetic takes possession there, trying to get rid of it. Get it down the line to Deulofeu, into Idrissa Gay. Duck inside, there's people on the overlap here. Yannick Bolasie could squeeze him through. No! Oh, James Tompkins, what an interception. This game has been very end-to-end. It just keeps flowing from one end of the pitch to the other. Chances at either end. Bolasie with a great ball in, but Mandanda cuts the cross out well. It looks like, despite Palace hitting the post twice, we are going to come away with a 0-0 draw in this game. Probably the most entertaining 0-0 draw I've played in a very long time on a game of FIFA. And there may still be an opportunity to squeeze a goal out of it, but Bakary Sakho cuts that out well, and that might just be the last opportunity for either side to get the ball forward as it goes out for a throw-in. Dinked into Jovetic. Good first touch. Turns away from the defender. We'll look for Deulofeu. Spin the man. Gerard Deulofeu with the opportunity to... Oh, win it in the last minute! Gerard Deulofeu off the inside of the post. They hit it twice, it came out. Gerard, what a finish. Great hold-up play from Stefan Jovetic. Lovely turn from Deulofeu. And how is that for an accurate finish? It almost came back across the line in and stayed out, but it just squirmed over on its way into the side netting on the other side of the goal. Wow, dramatic finish here at home against Crystal Palace. We are going to take the win with practically the last kick of the game. I'm waiting for the referee to blow his final whistle. I'm not sure we deserve that. I'm really not sure we deserve that. Crystal Palace, wow, we said it was an even game. There are those stats. 6 shots each, 3 shots on target each. But thankfully for me, the stat that counts, Everton 1, Crystal Palace 0. God, that was one hell of a game. Legendary has been a lot more difficult to play than world class, but result-wise, we've still been able to come out on top. However, it does have to be said, we've had really, really kind fixture lists so far. I'm waiting for a run of fixtures that are going to be particularly difficult because, as you've seen so far, Palace, Bournemouth, Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Stoke, West Brom, they're not difficult games for a side that has the capability of Everton's, especially with the players we've brought in as well. We've got Manchester City next. That will be the biggest test we've faced so far. And then it's Burnley and Bournemouth again. West Ham, who are good, but haven't necessarily been playing very well in real life. Then we got Chelsea and another couple of easier games. Then Man United, Watford, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leicester. December looks like it could be pretty tasty. But The fixtures so far are going very, very favourably for us. We are now just inside October, so I will actually, let's train first. I will do a squad report so you can see how everybody is developing so far. Do let me know in the comment section down below if you're enjoying this series to this point. It's probably my favourite career mode that I've made in a while, actually. I'm enjoying this just as much as I did the Newcastle series at the end of FIFA 16, and that was one of my favourite of all time as well. But this, I'm just adoring FIFA 17 so far. Hands down, my favourite FIFA game of all time. It might just be because I'm quite good at it, at least against the CPU. I'm not sure. But as you can see, Sergio Rico, 4 clean sheets in 5 games. Only that 1 goal conceded against Bournemouth. He's up 1 overall. Same as Coleman. A little bit of growth. Phil Jagielka down 1. We were considering, bringing in a centre-back to replace him, as we thought he might start to go down in rating. Ashley Williams is also going down a little bit in individual stats, but no overall decrease yet. I'm sure he'll be fine. To be fair, Phil Jagielka still looks pretty capable. He's not dropped in any real crucial stats other than maybe strength. Jumping's still 85, so it's not a problem. Leighton Baines, he's starting to drop off as well. Physicals are dropping. That's concerning, but we do have Brian Oviedo, and Luke Garbutt is currently out on loan as well. And if I start training him up, he'll quite capably be able to replace Leighton Baines. James McCarthy showing some growth. Ross Barkley doing the same. Witsel, no growth for him, but a goal and an assist so far. An average rating of 7.5 as well. Very impressive to his start of his Everton career. Gerard Deulofeu's up 1 to 82. 2 assists and 1 goal for him so far this season. Lukaku's up 1 to 85. 5 goals in 7 Premier League games. It's not the BPL tiers. You will get out of that habit. 6 in 9 in all comps, plus 1 assist as well. A 7.9 average rating. No growth for Morales, but 1 goal, 2 assists. Mason Holgate's up 3. He's growing rather nicely right now. Iñaki Williams, some growth individually there. His physicals are just phenomenal. If only his balance was a little bit better, he'd be one of the best right-sided midfielders on the game, hands down. Very, very good for me so far. James Ward-Prowse is growing nicely. 1 goal in his 7 games. That came, of course, in that game against Bournemouth a moment ago. Funes Mori is growing. Idrissa Gana Gueye is also up 1. Yannick Bolasie, no growth from him, but 2 goals, 1 assist. Really, really pleased with his performances for me so far. Stefan Jovetic has come in, no growth, and he's made some substitute appearances. Has the assist for that goal against Crystal Palace a moment ago in that last moment of that final game. John Joe Kenny's growing, but he's not really played. And Valencia's growing, but he's not really played either. Mohamed Besic is growing, but he's not played either. Tyus Browning's making some nice growth, which is good to see. Brian Oviedo up 1. Could quite capably fill the shoes of Leighton Baines right now, I think. Conor McAleny is growing a little bit, but he's not played. Stekelenburg's kicking's dropped by 3, but other than that, he's doing all right. But we'll sell him on at the end of this season, I would have thought. And then it's just a case of the loan players. No growth from McGeady. Nothing from Luke Garbutt so far. If I train him, though, he could really become quite the player. Brendan Galloway, no growth for him. Same for Tarashai, same for Connor Grant. Is anybody out on loan actually going to have grown at all? So far, I think... Oh, Matthew Pennington's gone up a little bit. Oh, good. And Colony. And Calvert-Lewin. Tom Davies has done it a little bit as well. All right, well, some growth from loan players, but that's going to bring today's episode to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I am perhaps slightly concerned at the fact that we're still performing very, very well on Legendary, but I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing when it comes to fiddling with the sliders. So I'm going to leave it for now. Maybe because we're still waiting for the day 1 patch on full release. That might actually change the way the CPU plays. So... until we get that day 1 patch, I'm going to leave it on Legendary with default sliders, and we'll just see how we get on. But we're doing very well so far this season. 7 wins from 7. Could not be happier. Southampton have picked up a win now as well. Congratulations to them. They're up to 18th. Burnley and West Brom still down there in the bottom 2. Last year's champions Leicester in 16th. Never mind. That's all for this episode though. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you next time.